Hello ladies and gents, my name is Kyle Hanson and today I wanted to share with you reasons why you should get a bachelor's in fine arts. So I sent out a questionnaire and received back a comprehensive list of answers from 8 individuals who got their BFAs from these 4 institutions. I got my BFA from the University of North Texas, but no matter where you choose to get your BFA, these reasons should still apply to you. So reason number 1 on why you should get a BFA is if you have an inner calling. If you eat, sleep, live, breathe art. If you want to pursue a career in the arts, such as working for a museum, working in a gallery, becoming a curator, these would be more along the lines of BA, but if you want to go on to become an artist or go on to get an MFA to teach art at a university level, BFA would likely help you out. However, if you only want to be an artist that makes marketable art for the sole sake of just selling work, BFA isn't always necessary. In fact, more commercialized art or art that is driven by monetary value is discouraged within every art program. Anybody can learn how to make sellable work such as landscape paintings or portraiture outside of art school without getting a BFA. In that case, a BFA might be a huge waste of money for you. The second reason why you should get a BFA is to explore different mediums or processes. So art school is a wonderful thing in that there are tons of resources and equipment at the expense of the art students. Many resources are accessible to students, such as wood shops, metal shops, dark rooms for photography, firing kilns for ceramics. And this will expose you to many different processes that will hopefully fuel your creativity and inspire new works that you wouldn't have dreamt of without ever doing this. Along with this, there's often fabrication labs, which are this new resource in many colleges, in that you can walk in with your student ID, of course, and they'll show you how to operate this fabrication equipment such as CNC routers, 3D printers, laser cutters, and it's all really cool stuff, and I highly advise anybody who is going to art school to dedicate at least one day to a fabrication lab. And just take advantage of all resources that are on campus while you're pursuing your undergraduate, because when you graduate, it's likely that you won't be able to use any of this equipment again. When I was getting my undergraduate, I took a bronze casting class, and that was incredible because I was able to 3D print a sculpture that I had designed in some CAD program and dip it in wax, do the lost wax method, and cast bronze. And now that I'm outside of campus, it's really difficult for me to do something like that. So while you're in art school, take advantage of all of those resources. The third reason why you should pursue a BFA is for conceptual development. Talking about your art is a whole nother skill that will tremendously help your art career advance. If you're able to convey your ideas and help people better understand your work, it's only gonna become more interesting to everybody else. And this development comes in the form of formally writing about your work and critique, where people will challenge you, and therefore you have to take all this into consideration. I notice a lot of art students will take notes during their critique. That way, when they're in this situation where they are kind of like a deer in the headlights, you know, where people are talking about something that's very personal to them, it's hard for them to respond, but therefore they can just record what's being discussed about their work and then reflect on it at a later time. And that's a wonderful tool. The important thing here with critique is to listen and reflect, because what these people are saying about your art It may not always be so nice and eloquent, but they are valid in their own opinions and sensibilities, and it's worth noting so that you can reflect on it and hopefully morph your art into something that will connect better with this exterior audience. Because successful art has the ability to connect your story with other people's stories. Art school will definitely give you thick skin. The fourth and most popular reason why you should get a BFA is to make connections, or to meet people. So in art school, you're in this whole new environment surrounded by all these creative people. But if you're not a social butterfly, or you have difficulty with meeting new people, it helps to understand that these people are going through very similar struggles to yours, whether it is dealing with critique, meeting deadlines, learning new processes, finding inspiration, or just staying motivated. And no doubt, if you are an artist or are pursuing a BFA, you are going to deal with any number of these struggles, and that's the one thing we all have in common. It's important to find these people who are going to grow with you and celebrate your successes alongside you. Another thing with meeting people and making connections, and this should be highlighted with like 20 asterisks beside it, is get to know your faculty. If you are looking for a school to pursue your BFA, it is probably the most important thing to know who teaches there and who you want to learn from. And you might choose these professors based on the work they create or the feedback that you read off of websites like ratemyprofessor.com. Or if you're already attending an art school, you can also listen to the students around you and hear what they're saying about the professors that are teaching there. You might want to choose a professor who gives great critiques, who dedicates a lot of individual time with their students. And you want to avoid professors who you hear about that are not dedicating much time to their students or who are not as engaged in critiques. The last reason why you should get a BFA is to learn how to grind. And I love this one because grinding is a superpower. If you're able to harness the ability to grind, you are going to get done. But when you find excitement in your work, the grind just flows. I've heard of it called the grind paradox, in that when you are deep in creating, you're just surrounded by movement going forward. You're going to keep grinding. And you don't want to stop to critique until the piece is finished, otherwise your work's going to halt and you're second guessing. You don't want to second guess when you are grinding away. Anyways, it's a whole other topic. So art school will demand most of your time. This becomes a huge sacrifice for many students, especially students who are coming straight out of high school and who are living alone for the first time. These students are experiencing social development, and it can be very difficult for them. When it comes to where students spend their time, this is the dividing line between who is successful within art school and who is not. Let me just say that it's only easier if you love what you are learning about and what you're dedicating your time to. So if you love making art, this may not be so hard for you. After all, art school is very expensive, and if you want to make it worthwhile, then you should be putting in all that you want to get out of it. Thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I hope this video helps you guys determine whether a BFA is or isn't a good option for you. If you think I missed anything in this video, any reasons why someone should get a BFA, or perhaps reasons why someone shouldn't get a BFA, please let us know in the comment section below. And until next time, you guys keep grinding away, keep busting out that work, and we'll see you, okay? Bye.